हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं प्रदामि वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरु वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं कृष्ण चैतन्य देव राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीन जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी शुभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणि प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I welcome all the devotees for today's session. So we'll continue where we stopped yesterday. So on the request of Sarmistha, Yayati has married her. So that she requested not to get wasted of her Ritusnanam, and she want to become mother as the dharma, as per that means any woman can desire. So that is a natural for them to become mother. That is their right also. That is dharma for them. And that's why she requested Yayati. That means she doesn't want any illicit sex. So just she wants to gratify her senses, wants to enjoy. It's not like that. It is just she want to be a mother. So that she requested Yayati to, because already he is protecting, because he accepted the protection of Devayani, and also along with her Sarmistha, she is a servant of Devayani, and also 2000 another, that means girls who are the servants. So that's why it is a duty, and she approached him and she asked him to become as her husband. So Ayati, she was begging to become her protector and also her husband, and also to donate this child actually. That means, she want to be a mother. So then as per the dharma, he married her, and also he had united with her, so to get a child. So then after that, they went back to their places as it is. Ayati went to the palace and she went to the outhouse. So then after that, what happened? Prajagni cha tatah kale rajan rajiva lochana Kumaram Daiva Garbha Kumaram Daiva Garbhabham Rajiva Nibhalochanam. After that, Sarmistha gave birth to a boy, and his eyes are very beautiful, and it's like lotus petals. And that boy is appearing like a demigod's child, and is so beautiful. So then after that, Janmejai, don't forget Vaishampayana and Janmejai. So Janmejai, after that, Devayani heard this. Sarmistha became mother and gave birth to a child because she always keep her eye and keep the collecting the information from for about this Sarmistha. Sarmistha got a boy. So because she is envious from the beginning, Devayani so got hurted by this. She started feeling because most of the time we feel more sorrow for others' progress and we don't feel happy for whatever we have. And this is the thing actually. In the society, most of the time, they always, especially in the villages, you can see this. In the cities nowadays, they don't know who is just their neighbor also. Even they might be there for the 20, 30 years, still they don't know who is their neighbor. And their name also they don't know. But if you see the villages, they will maintain everything, all the biodata, all the details they will be having. About the whole village they know. And they keep on feeling jealousy about the someone who is progressing. This is natural because of the contamination of the heart. They feel more envious and they get more and more sorrow. Like the 4, 5 brothers are there, or cousin brothers are there, cousins there, let us think. So if anyone is progressing, then others are keep on. Or otherwise, so sisters and the relatives, they keep on comparing. So what they are earning, how much they are earning, what is this, what is that, how they are earning, how much they are progressing, why they are progressing, and how they can fall down. They'll discuss this also. What are the lackings in them, when they can be danger for them. Keep on discussing this only. There is no Krishna Katha. All this Katha only is going on. Whole village. So this is a very, very bad habit actually. In the villages, because this is the reason the consciousness of the whole village is spoiled nowadays. They are completely spoiled people, society. Compared to that, yeah. So one way, so we are not discussing at all. Is the best. That means in the cities, you see, they don't discuss, but they have another problem actually in the cities. Because of this also, because they always stick to their mobiles and their laptops and their TV channels, like that they keep on wasting another way of wasting time. And these people, villages, they spend another way of they wasting their time. So Sarmistha gave the birth to a beautiful child. So Devayani feel envious and started feeling the pain in her heart. And she got excited for this. How Sarmistha got a boy? What is the reason? Then Devayani immediately went to her and she asked, so, oh beautiful eyebrow Sarmistha, Sarmistha's eyebrows are very beautiful, Sarmistha's. So how by doing sin with whom you did sin and produced this boy. Kimidam Virginam Subru Krutam vai Kamalubdaya. Being agitated by the sex desire, did you do any illicit sex with any man and produced this? Oh, beautiful eyebrow Sarmistha, like that she asked. Then intelligent Sarmistha gave a very tactful answer. Sarmistha was saying, Sakhi, my dear friend, ऋषिरभ्यागतः कश्चित् धर्मात्मा वेदपरागः समया वरदः कामं याचितो धर्म संहितम्. She is saying that one rishi came and he is very, very right person, righteous person. That means he always follows dharma. He studied all the Vedas. And I approached him. And as per the Vedic standards only, I produced boy through him. And I begged him to kamam yachitaha. So I begged him to unite with me. So as per dharma only, he united with me and produced this baby. Na aham anyayataha kamamacharami suchismite. I will never do any kind of illicit sex. Tasmat rishehe mama apatyam iti satyam bravimite. This boy is mine and Rishi's son. So that's why there is no doubt in this. She is telling that a Rishi came and Rishi gave. That means as per the dharma only she is saying. She is saying as per dharma only they produce. That means that Rishi married me. Then after that, so he produced this baby in my womb. Then Devayani is asking, Acha, when it happened? Sobhanam Biru, Yedyevamata sa gnayate dijaha gotra nama vijanataha vetumichami tam dijam. Can you tell about his gotram and his name and also his caste? Who is that Dvija? Who is that Rishi? Rishi means Dvija only. Rishi is only, Dvijas only can become Rishis. Not the Sudras, they don't become Rishis. So either Brahmana, either Kshatriya or Vaishya, they become Rishis. Especially even the Vaishyas also, they don't become Rishis. Only particularly Brahma Rishi and Raja Rishi. Vaishya Rishi, there is no Vaishya Rishi, Sudra Rishi. No. Only the Raja Rishi. So Rishi means either Brahmana or the Kshatriya. So who is that Rishi? What is his name? What is his caste? And what is his Gotram? So like that she asked. And I want to know these things. Then Sarmistha said that Tapasa tedasa chaiva deepyamanam yataravim tam drishtva mama sprushtam tam drishtva mama samprashtam shaktirna sit chuchismite shaktirna sit suchitsmite. So Sarmistha is saying because he is very effulgent, he is very powerful, full of austerities he was doing. He is shining like a sun. So by seeing him, I couldn't get any dare to ask anything. Just I asked him to have a baby, so he married me, then he produced, then he gone. Like that Sarmistha. So she didn't tell lie, also she didn't disclose the truth. Of course, she hid the name of the Yayati. So then Devayani said that Sarmistha, if that is the thing, if you produced a baby, this baby from a worthful person and from a very effulgent person, but then I don't have any kind of anger on you because she is the owner of this. She is a Swami. Devayani is Swami for the Sarmistha. So Sarmistha should not do any illicit sex. So she said that I didn't do any illicit sex. So then Devayani said that fine then. So you produced from a Dvija and from a qualified person, so no problem. And also as per dharma only you produced, okay, no problem. So like this. So between they both spoke like this. So Devayani completely trusted Sarmistha, and without doing any hangama, she went back to her mahal, her palace. After this, Yayati produced two more boys. One more boy he produced from the Devayani. That means Devayani already she had Yadu, and after the Sarmistha she has one boy. Then once again Devayani is having another boy. So she produced another boy like that. Devayani produced two boys. One is Yadu, second one is Turvasu. And these two are very, very effulgent. They are like Indra and Vishnu. Very, very, Yadu is also very effulgent, like Indra, and Turvasu is also like Vishnu. So then after that, this Yayati from Sarmistha, he produced another two more sons. That means total three. One is first one. So first one name is Druhyu. Second one's name is Anu. Third one's name is Puru. So like this, three sons from Sarmistha he produced. So one time what happened? Devayani and Yayati, they were just went outing. Means after leaving that palace, so in that garden they were so just roaming on the one evening day. So they want to have some relief or fun from the all these very great duties. King means lot of duties. So then they were roaming both are. So then they have Devayani saw three beautiful boys. Are very, very effulgent. And they are very smart and very powerful. And by seeing such three boys, she got surprised and immediately approached to them. There's no little boys, small boys, all are playing in that garden. And by seeing them, Devayani approached to them because they're very beautiful, very cute boys. So that's why she asked a question. So see, these boys are like. So she tell to the first of all, she told to Yayati, see, these boys are very effulgent and they are looking like boys from the demigods, and their effulgence is very different. And she got out also. But these boys' face is matching with your face. They are effulgent like you. How it is possible? She was telling to Yayati. Yayati is already in a trouble actually now. He is thinking, what is this? She is able to know if she can catch actually. So then she asked a question to those boys. So children, so whose children? Who is your father? So and also what is your caste? I want to know your father's name. So tell me truth. She asked directly to those boys. Yayati is in now full of anxiety. So then these boys, but the small boys, 4 years, 3 years, 4 years, and 5 years boys, what they can do? They know their father is in front of them only. And all of them, this finger actually, index finger. They took out their index finger and they showed Yayati. And also they said that my mother is Sarmistha and my father is this person. Like that they showed. Then you see what happened. And they showed, and immediately they ran towards the Yayati because they want to just sit in the lap because they want to get on into their father. But Yayati is in full of anxiety, but just చేతులు విసుక్కుంటున్నాడు అంటే he just pressing his hands. What is going to happen now? What Devayani will be going to, how Devayani is going to react on this. So when they ran to him, he didn't took into his hands them. He didn't took them into his hands. So then these boys, because every time he used to took into his lap, into his hands, but this time he didn't took. Then these small boys couldn't understand why their father is not allowing them to climb on him. Then immediately they started crying and they ran towards their mother. So by hearing these boys' words, so then Yayati started feeling shame because he didn't do any wrong, but he didn't tell to Devayani that he is going to marry Sarmistha. Without telling to his wife, he did everything. And also, these boys, they have a lot of love towards his father because they are all approached towards him. So Devayani is watching this also. That means Yayati has a lot of love on them. And she understood everything. Then after that, she went to Sarmistha and started saying to the Sarmistha like this. Devayani is telling, Bhamini, oh Bhamini, you used to tell to me you got these children because of the Rishi. So that means, who is that Rishi? I asked the name, but you didn't say. And you simply saying Rishi. Of course, she told right only, because Yayati is also Rajarshi. So that's why she told Rishi. But she didn't say name. So you are taking my husband and you produce 3 children. You did a lot of sin. You are my servant and you have stolen. You have stolen my husband. And you completely did the activities which are against to me. I never like this kind of things from you. And you are really child of a Danava. You established, you proved once again. And you cannot leave the Asura Dharma. And you don't have any fear. And openly, that means such a thing you did which cannot be hidden. Then Sarmistha told to Devayani, my dear friend, I told already, I got married to a Rishi. What is wrong? That is true only. And what kind of injustice I did to you? So, or to anyone. As per the dharma, I married him. I am not a asura. I'm not following asura dharma. As per the rituals, Vedic rituals only, I married him. That means, as per the dharma only, I married him. Dharma only, I married him. So that's why I don't have any fear because of you. What wrong I did actually? So I approached Yayati and I married him and then I produced children. What is the wrong in this? अभी आपसे डरने वाला कोई है नहीं इधर, जा तुम. So you are my friend. You approached Yayati and you proposed to him and he accepted you. I also proposed to him and he accepted me. What is the wrong in this? And he is you are my friend and you made him as your husband. I also made him as my husband because friend's husband is my husband also. So as per the Vedic standards, so whoever is, that means whoever is friends, whoever is, that means husband, that person can be the husband for all the dependents of, what I should say, like Devayani is a Swamini. Swamini means she is master for Sarmistha and all other 2000 girls. So that's why Devayani's husband can be the husband. He can become husband for the unmarried servants of her. That means they have right to approach him and get married with him. Not illicit sex. Illicit sex is not at all allowed in the Vedic standards. No illicit sex. So he can marry the unmarried servants of her wife because her wife property is his property only. Or otherwise he can say, or otherwise they can select someone and they can marry to them also. No problem. But being a king, he can have many marriages and he has right to marry her. Marry to Sarmistha. So this is dharma. Sarmistha is saying this is a dharma. You are elder to me and also you are a Brahmana. And that's why I respect you because Devayani is elder to the Sarmistha. And I respect you, but I respect more our king, Yayati. So you should know this. And your father only told, your father is my guru also. He told that to Yayati to take care of this two, Devayani and also me, and also all the 2000 girls. And he only, told in front of you to protect. And I thought that this Yayati is competent enough to protect me and I approached him to get married and he married. So what is the problem? Is there any wrong in this? Any adharma in this? After hearing this sentence from the Sarmistha, Devayani became so much angry, got angry. And she felt, because she's envious girl. So she said immediately to king, I will not stay in this palace now. I am going to my father. Immediately she went to Shukracharya because she is largely pampered girl and his father is very powerful. He never say anything. He never correct her also. Corrects, but not so much. Finally, whatever she wants, he gives to her. So that's why because that's why if powerful parents are there for a girl, if they interfere in the family of their daughter, then there will be more problems. Problems will increase actually. So now you see how the problems increased. So Yayati also got tensed by this Devayani is running and without taking any help, and she immediately started walking towards Shukracharya. So Yayati also felt so fear actually because of curse from the Shukracharya. Shukracharya is so powerful, and he was also running behind her. So they both approached finally. So he is walking behind her, and with the crying, and she, out of anger, she approached finally to her father. So finally, she reached the Shukracharya. So after seeing her father, immediately she paid obeisances and stood in front of him and started crying. Yayati also paid obeisances to him. Then Devayani is saying, Father, today Adharma won the dharma. Adharma defeated dharma. And this wicked people won on the saintly people. This Surashaparva's daughter, Sarmistha, crossed me. She became so superior, more than me. She produced 3 children through this Yayati, and I am able to produce only 2 children. So comparison is this is the enviousness. Why she got 3? I have only 2. Is another problem to her. First of all, she married, and another on top of that, Sarmistha has three boys, and Devayani is having only 2 boys. And also she said that King Yayati crossed his limits and he produced children through Sarmistha. Then Shukracharya immediately asked Yayati, Yayati, you crossed your dharma, your limits, and you followed adharma. And because of this, I am giving a curse to you. So you should become immediately an old man. Then Yayati asked one thing. So see, Shukracharya, Bhagavan, this Asura's daughter, Danava's daughter, Sarmistha got that means started getting the cycles. That means she became elder, that means young girl. From the childhood, she entered into the young age. So that's why she approached to not to get wasted of her Rutu Snanam. So that's why she approached me. So to give a child. So as per dharma, I married her and I produced a child. And also he said, when a girl, that means he is the responsible person. That's why she approached. And if any girl approaches to not to get wasted of that her cycles, a man, and if he rejects her, and then what will happen? It is equal to the Bruna Hatya. That means, as per dharma, if a girl approaches a right man, as per the dharma she approaches, and if he rejects, why she approached? Not out of lust, to not get wasted off, because she is now able to produce a child. And if he rejects her, then it is equal to the Bruna Hatya. Is equal to Bruna Hatya means, so killing the baby in the stomach itself. Because from her, that means Shronitam is produced and that is going to become a child actually. Now, if someone is rejecting her, then that is getting wasted. That means it's equal to the Bruna Hatya. She approached a man and he rejected, then that is equal to the Bruna Hatya. It's not that any man is going, any girl can approach any man. No, as per dharma. In the case of Sarmistha, she is a servant of Yayati's wife. So that's why she and also unmarried. She's not married actually. If she's married, if you approach them, that's wrong. She has to approach only her husband. If any wife approach after that means cleaning her body after the menstruation periods. So that means now the new thing is produced. She is able to have the baby. And she approached her husband. If that husband is rejecting her, not to unite with him, then it is a sin actually. It's adharma actually. He cannot reject her actually. In the case of that Diti, she took bath. Then after that, she approached Kashyapa. Kashyapa didn't reject her, but said that this is not the right time. Evening time is not good, but she didn't tolerate herself, and I want now only. Because that's the Lord's plan anyway. Because Jaya and Vijay, they should appear in the form of Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. Because of that reason, okay. So that anyway, she was behaving like that. But the point is, no man should reject actually. They feel to have child actually. After the bathing, they feel to have a child. That's a natural feeling they get. A saintly woman, she feel to have with the affection for the baby to give birth a child. It should not be lust actually. It's not lust. So that's why here Yayati is saying to Shukracharya, this girl approached me and she begged me actually to not get wasted of her Ritusnanam. And she is also unmarried. She is servant of your daughter, and I made her as my wife, and as per dharma, I produced. So what is the wrong in this? If I don't do this, then it's a sin for me. And I don't have any lust for her. No. Out of lust, I am a womanizer and I want to have more women and to enjoy. For that I married. Did I approach? Did I go behind her? She came and asked, and that too, as per the standard she asked. What wrong in this? Show me any wrong in this. Like that, Yayati also asked a question to Shukracharya. Shukracharya already gave curse. You became old now. But Shukracharya's point is what you see. Sorry. Hmm. So now Shukracharya's point is what? Shukracharya is saying that, okay, I told at the time of marriage itself not to touch this Sarmistha. If you want to touch her, if you want to call her to sleep with you, you have to take permission from me. You could have wait for my order actually. Nanvaham pratyavekshasyaste madadino asi parthiva. You are under me. He's saying madadina. You are Yayati, you are under me. मिथ्याचारस्य धर्मेषु चौर्यं भवति नाहुषा. O Nahusha's putra, Nahusha. Actually, you didn't take any permission from me. Because Shukracharya already said you should not touch this girl Sarmistha. Then if you want to touch, then you could have asked. Of course, you did dharma, but why you didn't ask me? That means this is a mithyachara. Is a chauryam. Chauryam means the stealing. That means in dharma you are having the mithyachari. You became in dharma mithyachari. You are a pretender of dharma. Actually, you didn't really follow the dharma because you didn't wait for my permission. This is the wrong you did. So you all understood? That is the Shukracharya's point. So that's why Shukracharya got a lot of anger on this. So he gave this curse. Immediately now the youthhood will go away and become a old man. What can be done? So that curse will work. And then Yayati started saying, so my dear Bhagavan Bhrigu Shrestha, Shukracharya from the Bhrigu dynasty. We have seen Bhrigu and Bhrigu's son. So Pramiti and so on, so Ruru, like that. Bhrigu, Chavana, Pramiti, Ruru, like that. In that same direction, Sunaka, Saunaka, Shukracharya, all these come. The Bhrigu dynasty only. Bhrigu Shrestha, you gave curse to me, but now still I am a young man, but now I became an old man. So I have still a lot of desires to enjoy with Devayani. That means that means Dampatya Jivana, that means family life. I want to continue my family life with my young wives, with my young wife Devayani. So please kindly show some mercy on me. So how can I stop this old age to not to enter into this body? Already immediately became, so how can I stop this? Then Shukracharya said that, so king, I never lie. My words cannot become false. So that's why my curse will become true only. But I can give you one facility to you. So what is that facility? If someone is ready to take your old age and if he wants to give his youth, then you can transfer this. That provision, that facility I am giving to you. So then he is asking, Yayati is asking that, okay, when my sons become youth, that means my sons, when they become youth, I will ask their youth. Now they are boys, little boys. But very soon they will become young. Na? So till the time he will be bearing this old age, and when they become youth, so I will ask their youth. And whoever my son is going to take my youth, my old age, and gives his youthhood to me, and he will be very auspicious child, and he can be the next king, and he can be the my real descendant. And not only that, he is continue my legacy, and he will become the king for my kingdom. For this, you give permission. So that means at that time, once again, you should not say that, oh, Devayani's child only should become king. No. If Devayani's children, they take my youth, my old age, they can become. If Sarmistha's sons are going to take my old age, they can become the king. So, but at least give permission for this. This much facility you should give whoever is going to take my old age, they should, because they should get something in return. So give me some, so freedom to me to transfer. Then Shukracharya said that, now Shanandan, don't worry. At the time, that means when you want to transfer this, if someone accepted, just to think about me, just meditate on me with respect, then your old age will go to them and their youthhood will come to you. So by transferring like this, you will not get any sin, because they are voluntarily accepting your old age. So you will not get any sin, and you will become immediately young. And yes, okay. So that person is going to become, whoever is taking, he will be the king. And that person will be more glorious, and he will be having the lot of children, and he will be, so your next king. So like that, Shukracharya also accepted this proposal, or this facility, whatever Yayati asked. His sons now grew up. Yayati in the old age, and first and foremost, he asked the first son, that's a Yadu, Beta, my dear son, the Shukracharya gave this old age to me. That's why, because of his curse, I got this old age. So kindly tell me, so can you take my old age, and can you give your youthhood? This facility Shukracharya gave to me. That means I can transfer my old age. So see, my whole hair became white. Still, why I want to transfer? Because till now I didn't enjoy my full youthhood life. And still I have so many other desires to enjoy my youth. So can you do this favor? And oh Edu, if you take my old age, so I am going to give one benefit to you also. So he will be the next king. And also, I will be giving this old age for only 1000 years only. I will enjoy my life for 1000 years with your youthhood. Then after that I will give you back your youthhood to you, and you can become once again you young. But 1000 years I need your youthhood, and you should be in the old age. Then Yadu said that, Pitaji, Budapa means we cannot eat properly, also we cannot drink. Is completely full of deficiencies. In the old age, people, they are like children. when children they take birth, they cannot eat the solid items. They cannot eat the spicy things, and they cannot because they don't have any teeth. They cannot digest. Same, it will become like that only. From the strong childhood, people are growing, getting the youth. They are very strong. They can enjoy. Then after that, they are decaying, and when they become old, they are like babies. Like babies, they cannot control their stool, and immediately small babies, 1 year, 2 years babies, they go stool in their clothes only. Similarly, old people also, when they reach more than 80s, there is no control on their stool and also urine. On the clothes only, they keep on going to the stool, and also they cannot eat also, but they feel to eat all the time something. Like children, all the time they want to eat, and that's why they keep their finger at this and that in their mouth because they want something. Same old people also, they keep on eating and passing stool in their clothes. This is going to happen actually. Like children actually. Like same way the children how they become the same way. That's why children has to be taken care. Like that. So old people also has to be taken care like the children. He is saying, that's why he is saying, Yadu is saying, this old age is very horrible, full of defects, that means full of lackings. So I cannot take your old age. This is I decided. Maharaj, I don't have any desire of taking your old age. Because of this old age, my mustache will become white color. My whole hair will become white. And whole enjoyment gone. And old age means just like a so is completely like digested. That means digested, that means like a Puratan building, completely useless in the same way. It's useless. The body is useless. And we become so weak. And we cannot do anything. We don't have, in the old age, we cannot have any power to do the activities. Even the young girls, they never come and approach and they reject us, reject the old people. Even the servants also, they keep on insulting because they don't like to serve him. So that's why I don't want your old age. O king, you have few more your children, you go to them, they are very dear to you than me, and you ask them, you approach them. I cannot take. Then Yayati, after hearing this from the Yadu, he was not at all happy with the reply of the Yadu. So you don't want to take my old age, and you doesn't want to give your youthhood. So that's why I am giving a curse to you because you are not listening my words. So you have to your descendants will never become kings. This is my curse to your descendants. They cannot become kings. So that's why Yadavas cannot be kings. Even Krishna is also not a king. So Ugrasen is the king. Yadavas, they cannot become kings. They will be side heroes only. They don't sit on the throne. So then he come to the second son, Turvasu, and he is asking, so please take my old age and give your youth. And because of this old age, I am not able to do anything. So you take this all the defects along with this old age, only for 1000 years. Then after that, I will give back you my old age. I will give back your youthhood and I will take back my old age. Because I have some desire still. I want to fulfill my desires and I will give it back. So then Turvasu said that, Pitaji, this old age means I also cannot enjoy anything, like you are saying, and I cannot eat whatever I want. I cannot go the place where I want to go, and I look very bad, and all my power and everything will be going out because of this old age. Because of this old age, I cannot have proper even memory power also. My intelligence also will not function. My life here will be weak. So I cannot take. Yayati said that you appeared from me, you are my son, but you are not satisfying me. And that's why I am giving a curse to you. Your children will be destroyed. And you will not be having any descendants. Go. That means not having children means he is having children, but they will be destroyed. Like that he said. Oh foolish Turvasu. So your character, your descendants' character will be like a Varna Sankara. So they will go for the Pratilom. That means they will be marrying higher caste girls and having the Varna Sankara. These are all Turvasu's descendants are the Yavanas. All these Middle East people are the Turvasu's descendants. All the Yavanas. Yavanas means, so all the Middle Eastern region they are all the descendants of Turvasu, Yavanas. They are all Varna Sankara. And also they eat meat and they live like Chandalas. And your descendants will be like this. Oh. And they want to do sex with the Guru Patnis. And they behave like animals. And their practices are like animal practices. That means, so animals, how they do sex, like that only. They do. And they are all, yeah. Acha, this category, the Yavanas are mlechas, something. I will tell later. Actually, he is saying mlechas, actually. Turvasu's descendants are the mlechas. Mlechas means Western countries. So they will become mlechas. Mlecheshu tvam bhavishyasi. गुरुदारा प्रसक्तेषु तिर्यग्योनि गतेषु च पशुधर्मेषु पापेषु म्लेचेषु त्वं भविष्यसि. That means Turvasu will become king for the mlechas and his descendants, everything will be kings for the mlechas. They are all mlechas. So this is the curse for the Turvasu. Then Yayati approached like this. He gave the curse and approached the Sarmistha's sons. Druhyu is the first son of the Sarmistha, elder son. And he approached Druhyu and he asked, so my dear boy, can you take my old age and can you give your youth? And I need your youth for only 1000 years. Then after that, I will return it back. Then Druhyu said that, Pitaji, tablet. So Pitaji, old people, they cannot ride on the elephants. They cannot ride on the horses. They cannot go on the chariots. They cannot enjoy with the girls. And their speech is not clear. And these are all the defects in the old age. So that's why I don't want to take your old age. Then Yayati said that, Dhruvu, you are not hearing me. And you don't want to give your youth. And you don't want to follow my words. Okay. So I'm giving a curse to you. You will be going to such a place where there will be no horses, no elephants, no chariots, nothing. That means no palanquins. Like that, you will go such a place where they are there, these all will not be there. And you will be always going on the ship. That means on the boat. On the boat, you will be going and coming. And you will be in such a places. And also your descendants also will live in such a place. Not in the royal palace. Like that, he gave a curse to them. Curse to the Rikyu. Then after that, he had the approach to the Anu, the second son of Sarmistha. And same he asked him. Then Anu replied. Anu said that, so Pitaji, when we become old, they will become like children. So on improper times they eat. And they will become so dirty. That means because they are not able to control their stool and urine. And they cannot do on time the Agnihotra. And there are so many problems in the old age. So that's why I don't want to take this old age. Then Yayati said that, okay, you are not hearing me. I am giving a curse to you. That you will be getting all the defects, even in your youth, but you will be getting all the defects, whatever present in the old days, that all be there with you. That means you will be able to not eat on the time. You will be not clean. You will be not able to do Agnihotra on the time. Like that, all these things is going to happen to you. So your descendants also will die at the youthhood. And you will be looking like old man. And you are not able to do any kind of Agnihotra. That means you appear like old man. Even you are not old, but you appear like old man. And you will be having all the doshas. Then after that, finally, he gave curse to him also. Then finally, he came to the Puru. He asked the Puru, my dear son, definitely I hope that you will be satisfying me. So I got this old age and I want to enjoy for 1000 years. Can you give your youthhood to me? Shukracharya gave this curse. You take this old age along with all these problems in this old age. After the 1000 years, I will give back. So then, after hearing this, Puru is the last son, but he is very, very kind. Actually, he has a lot of love on his father. And he is very humble son. He always follow his parents' words. So because of this, yes. So he accepted. He said, Pita, yes. So following the Gurur Vai Vachanam Punyam Swargyam Ayushkaram Nrunam Guru Prasad Trailokyam Anvashashat chatakratuhu Gurur Anumatim Prapya Sarvan Kaman Apnuyat. If Guru's mercy is there, that means Guru means elder, any elder people, like uncles, like the parents, and like teachers, all are Gurus only. Guru means elder. If there are the blessings of the elders, then one can eligible to become eligible to go to the Swarga. So Guru Prasada, by the mercy of the Guru, one can get the Sampatti, that means whatever the wealth is there in the three planets. So whoever is following the elder people, whoever is respecting elder people, whoever is having that means so respect and who are humble towards them, so then what will happen? They will be getting all the that means desires get fulfilled. So Pitaji, that's why I will take your old age and also the problems whatever you are facing this old age, all those I will take. You take my youthhood. I have no problem. So like that she said. Then after that, Yayati became so happy by the Puru. Then after that he said that Sarvakama Samruddhate Praja Rajya Bhavishyati. In your kingdom, everyone will be happy. And you will be very much happy. Like that, he gave the blessings to him. So then after that, Yayati just meditated on the Shukracharya. So because Shukracharya told, na, so to meditate on him to transfer this old age. So then after that, Nahusha became very young and Puru became old. So now, because of this Puru's youthhood, he is become more young than the what he was there previously. Lot of energy he got. So all his senses are very now strong. So his body is fit. So with this youthhood, he did so many yajnas. He offered the oblations to the Pitrus and all that means righteous dharma, whatever is there, he followed. And for the poor people, he gave the donations. So like this, he satisfied the Brahmanas. He hosted so many guests. And he protected the dharma of the Vaishyas and Sudras. So like this, he made everyone happy. So this youth, this young Yayati is like a lion in the country. So like that, he was enjoying by doing all the righteous activities. He was so happy. But sometimes he used to remember that, oh, this is only for 1,000 years. And I am reaching close to that finishing of this 1,000 years like that. He is getting some kind of indications, fear also. All the time getting fear. Oh, now 1 day is over, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 1 year, 10 years, 20 years, 100 years, 200 years. Like that he's counting. Like this time is keep on going on, going on. So with this youthhood, he enjoyed a lot with his wives and also he enjoyed with one Apsarasa, Vishwachi. Vishwachi is the one of the Apsarasa. And with her also he dwelled with so many years in the forest. Because he is not just satisfied with his two wives and he wants to have more. So that's why he went to the Apsarasa and he enjoyed with her also. So then almost all now, yes, 1,000 years are over. So then he is realizing after this youthhood and after this enjoyment in this youthhood, he was realizing only one thing. Even I enjoyed for 1,000 years, still I am not happy. There is no limit for the sense gratification. So senses will not say that now this much amount of sense object supply is enough. No, it's like a fire in the yajna kunda. If you keep on giving the havish ghee in that, the fire will increasing only. The same way, so the senses will not say that no to the sense objects. Even a man, yat pruthivyam व्रीहियवं हिरण्यं पशवः स्त्रियः एकस्यापि न पर्याप्तं तस्मात् तृष्णां परित्यजेत्. For a man, same thing I told in the previously also. If a man, whatever the wealth is there on this earth planet, if you give everything, all the gold and all the cattle, all the wealth, all the grains and all the women, if you give all the women to enjoy, even after taking everyone, he will say that no, I am not satisfied, I want more. So that's why there is no limit for the sense gratification. So Yayati was thinking like this. Yah dustyajya durmatibhirya na jiryate jiryataha yaso pranantiko rogastam trishnam tijitaha sukam. So that's why intelligent people, what they should do, they should leave this sense gratification. Many people, they think that if we gratify senses, then that is the paramartham for their life. Nowadays, the youth is, because of lack of Krishna consciousness, they are thinking that so sense gratification is only the most and foremost objective of their life, goal of their life. How to enjoy many ways they are thinking. By earning money, by having the gadgets, by changing the girlfriends, by purchasing the different goods, luxurious goods, purchasing the wealth, flats, this, that, trips. This is the day planning actually. How to enjoy. This is foolish. This is a foolish idea actually. In the present day society, 99.9% all people are misguided actually. They are thinking that the sense gratification is their objective of their life, and that is the most beneficial, that means most important goal for their life they are thinking actually. So they forgot that this sense gratification doesn't have any limit, and keep on running for the sense objects day and night and try to gratify, but still they are not get satisfied. And running, earning more money, earning more money, and trying to gratify, but no maja. And let me have that, let me have this, let me have that, like that, running, whole day and night running. And sometimes they are comparing with the others who are in front of them, they are even leading, and they are having more than envious feeling and laughing at the people who have less, feeling proud by seeing them like this. Keep on, they are in the flow of this lust, greed, anger, and so on. So, and like cats and dogs, they are running in that flow. Actually, they have taken the whole world. Whole world is running like that. So whole environment is surcharged with their thinkings and their way of lifestyle. So because of this, there is no peace. Because of running behind the sense objects, gathering the sense objects, and for that they are losing their time and energy, and still at the end of the life, even they become, now see the Yayati, his realizations. I enjoyed for 1,000 days, but still there is no for this enjoyment. So better to give full stop for this. Just controlling the sense gratification is only the solution. Only the solution actually. There is no limit actually for the sense gratification. There is no limit for the sense enjoyment. You have today fan, tomorrow you think the cooler, and after that you will be thinking that AC, then after that centralized AC, then after that. So many things. There is no limit for this. Better to stay under the tree and be happy. You are having the trees, people are very simple and living under the trees. In a small hut. Living in small hut is better. And save the time for chant Hare Krishna and do the bhajan and go back to the God. This is more good. That means Krishna conscious person, anyone serious, very, he will be going for this kind of life. He will not hanker for the sense enjoyment. Nowadays, they went on for such a sense enjoyment that sense enjoyment now became their need. They don't know the difference between the need and the sense enjoyment. One time sense enjoyment, today's sense enjoyment, tomorrow's needs. Tomorrow's sense enjoyment will be the day after tomorrow, it will become need. You think that without AC I cannot live. In your childhood there is AC? Tell me. Your father was having AC to you? No AC actually. Only fan was there. Yes? Yes or no? Now AC is need for you. You say that, oh, without AC I cannot live. What do you say, Prabhuji? One Prabhuji asked me also, Prabhu, why don't you have AC? Without AC, how you are living in this room? In this office room, you are living. Yes. So simply, today's enjoyment, luxuries, tomorrow's need. It will become a need actually. Anyway, now also I don't have any AC, I don't want any AC. So, because that is the nature actually. Our senses will be asking so many things. There is no limit for that. People are confused that they are not able to know that what is the sense gratification, what is the need. Because of the ignorance and passion. They are completely confused now. And how to guide these confused people is not an easy thing. Because of our excessive sense gratification, mood of enjoying excessive sense gratification, we are crossing the limits. Because of that, nature is giving the punishment. Chuck. And when she gives a slap, instead of correcting ourselves, we are trying to become more rebel to the nature by our inventions. And she is giving even further great slap. And after getting this slap, we think that, oh, I should go even more against. Like mother is saying, beta, don't do this. But still you are doing. She gave a little slap. Chick. But still you are not listening and you are doing even more. And she gave one more strong. Then after that, even still you are not hearing and you are adamantly you are doing against to her again and again. Then she will give very strong slap so that you will be lying on the floor. Finish. Then you cannot do anything. So Prakriti also like mother, she will give such a slap, then you cannot do anything. You have to go back to the basics again. This will happen. She is also a person actually. Prakriti is a person. So she knows she will never allow to go beyond our limits. So then forcefully she will throw you down. So when she is giving, that means if you are inventing this so many ACs and you are using this so many vehicles, and one should go on the bicycle. Even in the Mayapur, they all go on the bikes. If you are going very far and it's needed, then okay. But in the campus, 1, 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, why don't you go by cycle? So, if you use so much electric cars and this and that, unnecessary things. So, unnecessary things, we made whole surroundings like that, it became need actually. And it went on such a way, we are exploiting the whole nature. We are polluting everything. And she is giving the troubles. Because of this, we are getting the more diseases. When we are getting the more troubles and diseases, then what is a good person, a sattvic person who is in the sattva guna, what he will be doing? He will correct his mistake. Oh, Ocha, because of these vehicles and these things, pollution is increasing because of industries, and let us don't, we should not have this, and go for the basics. Go close with the nature and live with the nature. This should be the learning lesson. But now the scientists, what they are doing, they are becoming like adamant children, arrogant children towards a mother. Like that, they are arrogant children for this prakriti, and they want to find the remedies in a scientific way to suppress the defects, suppress the troubles, what they are getting to as the punishment for the destroying the prakriti. And they want to go adamantly going against that. So then she is giving even more, next time more punishment. That means more severe problems. This is simple funda. Why we are not understanding? Why we are not understanding it? दिमाग में भूसा भर गया, भूसा. Garbage is there in our brains. And we are not able to understand. Leaders, our leaders, politicians, teachers, these are all the gurus. Who are the guru? The rulers are the gurus, and teachers, parents, they have to teach their respective followers. Nobody is teaching. Ignorantly, these devotees are also, they know, because they are in the goodness, at least they are in the pure goodness actually. And they know the truth. But they are also following them. They should know actually, expected that is. But still we are also not. Blindly we are going, thinking that no problem, our scientists will be finding the remedies. What remedies they will find? This Prakriti, do you think it is in your hand? She will give such a strong punishment. You cannot escape from her slaps. She is very powerful actually. So, Mayadhyakshena suyate prakritis sacharacha. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. So, Lord is saying, dharma is given by me. And as per this dharma, I should live in this prakriti. This prakriti works under my direction. Grihasthas, they should make communities. They should live in the communities where they are always live as per the Shastra. All the Grihasthas, wherever they are, you all should live together in a communities. So rural communities, Sattvic communities. Communities means not like that having same big buildings, ACs, and depending on the money, not on the food. People are not dependent on the food actually. Now people are dependent on the money. Bhagavad Gita is saying, Annat bhavanti bhutani parjanya dharma sambhavaha. All the living entities are dependent on the food. But now we are all dependent on the money. Nobody has any value for the land and producing the grains. Nobody is interested actually. Why? What they want to eat. Prabhupada also used to say, you want to produce nuts and bolts and you want to eat that? Eat it and sustain for the 10 days. Let us see. Eat the bolts and nuts. But nobody is interested. No leader is following. Not guiding them. Who is? So that's why Yayati is saying that this sense gratification is no value. Whole society is now centered around the sense gratification. Completely creating the nonsense, full of the youth heart is polluted actually. They're all misguided actually by the demons, by the demonic syllabus. So that's why I will leave this sense desire for sense gratification. So that is only the solution. There is no limit for sense gratification. That's why you should not enter into that. Stop that. Tolerate that. Adjust. Pacho vegam manasa krodha vegam. Udaropastha vegam etan vegan yo visheta. Sa prudhivyam. So then he's going to make the disciples on the entire planet. One should control the urges. These urges has to be stopped. This urges for the senses has to be tolerated. Puru, so 1,000 years are over, beta. And now I don't want to renewal it. Renewing you do na renewal. For one more 1,000 years, can I enjoy? No renewal. Beta, I don't want to renew this. And I want to finish it. Enough is enough. No enjoyment in this. You take your youth. I am going to my forest. And you also rule this country. You take this youth. And beta, you heard, you followed my words, and you are really a best son. And you are near to my heart, my son. I love you so much, my dear son. So take this youth and also rule this kingdom, and you will be having nice children, and your descendants will be the kings. That is the Kuru Vamsha, Kuru dynasty, Pauravas. In the Puru dynasty, only Kuru also come. That's why they are known as Kauravas. Puru is also one of the famous king in the Puru dynasty. Pauravas actually. Puru's descendants, all the Pandavas also Pauravas. Kauravas also Pauravas. Or Bharatas. Bharatas. That means Bharat Maharaj also coming under the Puru dynasty only. So when whole kingdom he has given to Puru, then there is a problem king. He made Puru as king. But all these Brahmanas, ministers, all they came to know why king has decided and did like this. And they asked. Actually, Yayati decided to make Puru as king. But now these ministers, Brahmanas, all these, they started objecting. How it is possible? He is the youngest child actually. And Yayati's dharma patni is Devayani. And she is the elder wife. That means dharma patni, jeshta patni. And king may have so many patnis, but among them one only dharma patni. Remaining all are married, okay. They are also patnis only, but she is the queen. Devayani is the queen. And she is having, her son is the eldest son. Yadu is the eldest son. That means he is far elder than the Puru. And instead of making Yadu as king, this Yayati made Puru, who is the youngest, and that too Sarmistha's son, who is not queen. So why he is doing like this? Everyone objected to him. Instead of making Shukracharya's grandson as king, you are making the Rishi Parva's grandson as king. What is this you are doing? Why you are giving kingdom to the Puru? Like that, all the Brahmanas, ministers, everyone, they objected. Asked actually. Now, objected means ask the question. Yadur Jeshta Suto Jatas Tamanu Turvasuhu Sarmistha Suto Refusals Anuhu Puru Evacha. That means first Yadu, then after that Turvasu. Then after that Sarmistha's Druhu. Then after that Anu. Then after that Puru. This is the sequence. So Puru is the youngest son. You left all the Jeshtas and you are giving to the youngest son. Why? Then Yayati is saying. Very important justification is giving. I don't want to give my kingdom to the Jeshta Putra. That's the rule actually. Jeshta Putra is having the rights to get the kingdom. In the ancient there is no divisions of kingdom. No. That is, everything is given to the Jeshta Putra and remaining they will assist him. This was the Dharma Shastra is saying. It should go to the Yadu now, actually. But here Yayati is saying that I don't want to give to him because the reason is Mama Jeshtena Yaduna Niyogo Nanupalitaha Pratikulaha Pituryascha Na Saputraha Satam Mataha. My eldest son is Edu, but he didn't follow my order. And he went against to my order. And that's why he is against to me. And as per the learned people, he cannot be. That means the son who goes against to the father, he cannot be a son. He should not be treated as a son. So that's why I don't want to treat this Edu as my son. Mata Pitror Vachana Krudditaha. Mata Pitror Vachana Krudditaha Patyascha Yah Sutaha Saputraha Putravat Yascha Vartate Pitrumatrishu. The son who follows mother and father, parents also will desire welfare of that son and they will become favorable to them. Parents also will be favorable to them and they will be doing more favor to them. This is a fact. So Putra means Punnam Narakata, Put Narakat Trayate iti Putraha. That we have seen. We have heard about this thing anyway. Putra means he has to follow the parents. This Yadu neglected my instruction. He insulted me by not following my order. And the same thing with the Turvasu, Drihyu and Anu also. And they all rejected me. They didn't follow my order, so that's why I don't want to treat them as my sons. I don't want to give anything, my kingdom. But this youngest boy, Puru, followed my words. And that's why he is my son. And he respected my words. He took my old age. And that's why this little son, young son, is really my son. And he is the adhikari for my kingdom. So like a friend, Puru fulfilled all my desires. And Shukracharya also gave permission. Now Shukracharya will not come and will not do any hangama. Because I told to Shukracharya in the beginning itself, whichever son is going to take my old age, for him only I will give kingdom. I already told to him, he cannot have any right now to give any trouble to here. So that's why I don't care for anyone. I'm giving this entire earth planet to this Puru. And you all also follow him, and he is your king now. Okay? So then everyone understood. Yaha putraha gunasampanno mata pitroho hitaha sada sarvam arhati kalyanam kaniyanapi sattamaha. So what is the rule now? The son who is having all good qualities and who follows, who takes care the mother and father, who always so dear to mother and father and take the responsibility of mother and father and follows the mother and father's order. Even he is the youngest son, but he is the best son. Just becoming elder son is not really best son. Best son means who follows parents is the best son. So everyone understood and accepted because he is the right son, and others they didn't follow the father's words, so that's why they are not best sons. So you have right to give your kingdom to him, so you can give. And we accept this. Like that, others also accepted. After this, Yadu has given everything to him, and sorry, Yayati has given everything to him. Then, so Yayati left this kingdom and entered into the forest, and he took the Diksha for the Vanaprastha ashram. And this Yadu, what happened to Yadu then? Yadu became Yadava Kshatriyas. They cannot sit on the throne because of the Yayati's curse. Yadavas are not the kings sitting on the throne. No. Turvasu's descendants became Yavanas. And Druhyus, so this is the final. Yadostu Yadavah Jataha Turvasoho Yavanaha Smritaha Druhyusutastu Vai Bhojaha Anostu Mlechaha. Turvasu's descendants, they all became Yavanas. Druhyus sons are known as Bhojas. And Anu's sons are the Mlechas. That means all Mlechas are the Anu's sons, descendants. Turvasu's descendants are the Yavanas. Anyway, Yadavas and Druhyus are the Bhojas. And Puru's descendants are the Pauravas. And they are holding the Hastinapura. That's the central capital city of the whole Bharata. All this Veda Bhumi. At that time, all this Pakistan and all this China, some part, wherever the major population is there now, everything is one country only at that time. And boundaries of this country, whatever is there Yavanas are living. That means the Afghanistan, Pakistan, they are all under the India only. Even the Iran, Iraq. And crossing that boundaries, away, Yavanas used to stay. Even far away, Mlechas used to stay. That means they threw away from this kingdom. These sons are sent away from this. Puru was ruling everything. So like this, he went to the Vanaprastha ashram along with Brahmanas and the others. So he entered into the forest. And he controlled all his senses. No enjoyment. So see, such a king who is having royal facilities, now he is staying in the forest and eating the flowers and fruits and eating the kandamulam. At that time, he was having the thousands of hundreds of the servants. All the facilities, whatever the facilities we have now, even sophisticated facilities were there for those kings, but they are living for the spiritual realization in the forest. But our devotees are not serious like that. So your lifestyle is better than the king? Then why we are not able to? Yeah. So they are like that actually. He was having the heavenly facilities, but he left everything. So then after that, he controlled and he did this several austerities, and then after that, he went back to the higher planets. Went to the Swarga. So he is not a devotee. That's the understanding we are hearing, getting, because he went to the Swarga. It's said in the Mahabharata like that. So then after that, this Yayati from the Swarga, he stayed for the several thousands of years there and peacefully, happily there. And he used to sit beside the Indra. He was having the so much respect than the Indra also. High respect than Indra also there. And from that Swarga, but he fell down actually. And when he was falling down from the Swarga, but Yayati fell into the association of Vasuman, Astak, Pratarthan, and Sibi. There, these four are doing the some Goshti or otherwise some Havan, I think. So Yayati is falling on this Goshti. So they all saw and they stopped him not to fall on this Earth planet. Because of these sadhus' blessings, so once again he went back to the Sargaloka. So why he went back to the Sargaloka and why he fell down from there and how he went back, that we are going to discuss in the tomorrow's class. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Prabhu.
Prabhuji, 2-3 points.
Yes, Prabhu.
First point that you told about that, one Prabhuji told me that he was giving me an AC and you didn't accept it. So I want to tell the audience of dear devotees that I am that Prabhuji. Because when I had come to Mayapur, it was a hot season and I was feeling very hot. And when I entered your room and I met you for the first time, I paid obeisance to you. And then while leaving, so it is really that you preach what you live and you live what you preach. So that is one point. Thank you. Second point, Prabhuji, is that you were explaining about the intensity of the slap of Mother Nature upon us. You were just explaining today. And the way you were explaining, and as you were increasing the intensity of the slap, it was in direct proportion to your tone, that voice, that voice was increasing, in a gradation form. And then when you last raised that hand of yours, like you made that action that you'll get a big slap, and that has got imprinted on my heart. I mean, I'm really very, very thankful to you. I mean, this will forever stay, because sometimes you say that after the classes are over, it doesn't stay with us. But this particular thing will definitely stay. And the last query is this, Prabhuji, that you said about the last में जाके आपने बोला regarding the falling of Yayati. Falling of Yayati from the Swarga.
Heavens, yes.
Yeah, mostly we have heard that falling takes place when the pious activities are over. In fact, you are kicked out of there. I mean,
Yes,
you are,
yes.
you are
Yeah.
kicked out of that planet. So he fell down, and then that some hovan was going on. You said for persisting, and they stopped him, and the sadhus gave him blessings, and he went back to Swarga. So here I want to asking 2 points: that what does the falling mean? Like, how does it fall? Because we know that souls are falling through the rainwater, and they go into the ground, and then in the
Yes, yes,
grains,
yes.
and that we eat. So here,
Yeah.
how beach may how in the midair this fell
Yeah.
down, and the second point in this was that why did how did the power of the sadhu shift him up back to Swargloka? Yet his pious activities are over. It
Yeah,
was
they gave
yeah,
their
yeah,
piety actually. The
yeah,
sadhus, they gave their punya to him.
in the form
So
of
because
blessings, in the
yeah,
form of
so that's
blessings.
why that appreciated, and he was falling like a jyoti. I mean, effulgent, some like a star. How the stars sometimes they are falling. You see, they are falling on the ground like that.
Yes,
So, like some effulgent star is coming out. They all understood. Oh my God, this effulgent some jivatma is coming down. So these yogis they are able to see with their divinity actually. They have this special dೃಷ್ಟಿ. Oh, this person, some exalted person is falling down. Like you see, this Jyotisha and all these also by seeing the position of all the planets, now the soul is waiting to take the birth. And also they fix that way, oh, this soul is waiting. So now he's going to take birth and this is going to give auspiciousness to the this all Jyotisha and various Shastras are there. So which can describe these things and which can then Brahmanas, the great sages, they can know. So this is a science actually. They can see soul falling from that circle. They were able to see. So effulgent person is coming down like that they saw.
so that we hear in stories and fable stories and all that regarding the broken star falling down. So is it related to this,
Like that.
like that?
Like that.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. Any questions? Not, thank you. Manchakam, Patitanam Pavane Vaishnavi Ananta Kodi Vaishnava.